Hi, I'm Mitchell.
Hi, I'm Connor.
And this is
Board Game Battle.
Alright guys, we are here to distill your arguments from the debate over the past week and ultimately to crown a winner based on your votes. Just in case you forgot, our debate last week was...
On the best card collection game.
My champion was Red Rising.
And mine was Call to Adventure.
Now before we get started, I do want to give a big thanks to two other channels who shouted us out this week and kind of helped us get off the ground. These are two channels that make awesome content and that really are the ones who inspired me to get started with all of this. That would be BJ from Board Game Gumbo and Carlos and Rob from the Beans and Dice Gaming Podcast. I'm going to put their links in the doobly-doo. If you like what we're doing, you're going to love what they're doing. Please support them and subscribe. Now, after we read these comments, after we crown a winner, the winner will get some type of prestige. You want to know what that is, Connor?
Absolutely. What is it?
It's the Golden Meeple. Are you ready to see the Golden Meeple?
Oh, yeah.
There's suspense. Let's go. And there's the Golden Meeple.
Why is it so small?
Because meeples are small. What were you expecting?
I was expecting something a little bit bigger, Mitchell.
Well, you can get over it. I'm going to put it right here on Red Rising where it belongs, and then we're going to get into some comments. So, starting off on Facebook, we have a comment from Carlos who said that he finds the two games to be a good matchup. So, not really giving much away there. I like that suspense. I think he's probably leaning toward my side.
But I'm pretty sure he's leaning to my side.
We shall see. Connor, you got some from the YouTubes?
Yeah, I got one from Kevin that says, to me, having played both, I'd prefer to play the solo mode from Red Rising over the solo mode from Call to Adventure. But I largely prefer to play both of them with other players.
I agree with you, Kevin. Multiplayer is always better than solo, in my opinion, because I have friends, like I said in the other video, but... No offense to those of you who are solo players out there. I'm just joking. Please subscribe. All right. I've got one from YouTube as well from the aforementioned Board Game Gumbo, who says, Call to Adventure is a great diversion game, and I really enjoyed the expansion from the books. Looks like he's going your way. Oh, no. But then he says, but Red Rising is easier to teach and has more staying power to me. Thank you. Thank you.
We got one more from YouTube from Merlin's Manor, who says, I favor the Red Rising argument over the Call to Adventure one, but that might be influenced by me having only played Red Rising and not having played Call to Adventure at all. So there may be some familiarity bias going on there.
I feel that, the familiarity bias, but I will take any reason to vote for me, so I'm cool with that. All right, moving on, we have an anonymous comment from the ballot that says, I enjoy the risk-reward choices you have to make and the ability to have the game in when you're ready in Red Rising. Also, I wasn't a fan of the rune casting or storytelling aspects of Call to Adventure. I kind of take issue with this. No offense, anonymous person, whoever you may be. I appreciate that you voted for Red Rising. However, the thing that I like the most about Call to Adventure is the rune casting system. And make no mistake about it, I do like Call to Adventure. I wouldn't let Connor bring a trash game on here. I just like Red Rising a little bit better. So thank you for the vote, but I must disagree about the aspersions you have cast on Call to Adventure.
Yeah, and one more thing about it is I really enjoy the storytelling aspect of this game and any game in general. I'm more of an RPG person myself, so any kind of story is always a big plus for me when I play games.
Gotcha. All right, what else we got from the ballots, Connor?
We got one from Alan who said that Red Rising has a crazy amount of ways to score and is refreshing to play every time. He also disagrees that there are too many cards. There are certain colors that act as other colors or characters and make scoring bonus points a viable option. He says, I love this and hunting for the perfect cards.
I agree. You are correct in your opinion. Your opinion is correct. Finally, we got one from Reese that just says he believes Red Rising is a game he'd be more willing to play. Hey, listen, you also are correct. You don't need a justifier. Red Rising is the correct one to vote for. No offense, Connor. All right, so with that, let's see who the winner is. And it's Red Rising, as we knew what happened. It's already right here in its proper place. So I'm going to hold on to that golden meeple until Connor is back in a few videos. For next week, we're going to have our buddy John, and our debate is going to be the best aesthetic game. So that doesn't mean the prettiest game. That means the best game that is good looking, but also is a good game. I know it's not a genre, but we wanted to switch it up a little bit, keep it fresh. It's not always going to be the same type of game. It might just be, in this case, games that have really nice components. So with that being said, I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Connor.
And this is
Board Game Battles.